Hello, beautiful souls. Thank you so much for joining me. The Matrix is in for a big surprise. Are you ready? I don't know. I don't know if they're ready. I don't know if this is going to be something that we're going to see right away. I don't know if this is something that they've been hiding from us. All I know is there is a huge surprise that the Matrix is in store for, and all of these things that have been happening within the last year, all of these energies, all of this shift, all of this that you've been experiencing, okay, is leading up to this moment right here. Haven't you noticed more people collectively getting into this consciousness, collectively joining forces, right? Drawing that line, whatever industry, okay? In the public sector, that's when the real pyramid collapses, right? As you know, the balance has been off for a very long time, and here we are at the consumer level at the very bottom, right? Holding this thing up, keeping this thing alive, right? Letting this machine that we call the Matrix, we are feeding it every single day, all right? And it's all about to go in reverse. You see, because that bottom layer is going to crumble out, right? When people stop showing up to their jobs, right? When the garbage men start picking up the trash, when the nurses and doctors stop showing up to their jobs, when the firefighters stop showing up to put out fires, when the policemen are not there when you need them, all of these things, right? When this consumer level, right? When all of these threads unwind, they are in for a big surprise. And that's what we are experiencing. And that is what is happening right now. Shout out to everybody right now joining me, Infinite Cup members. Shout out to everybody expanding their cup. I see you, beautiful souls. This isn't a censored video. I want to remind you that this is 100% censored, right, for the new algorithm and the artificial intelligence, right? I'm classified in the medical misinformation. This is the second strike on my channel. I've been very aware of the language, and if you want access to the uncensored content, all right, that I do weekly, and the private live streams that are via Zoom that you can join, then please go to patreon.com/theinfinitecup. That is the only way to get access to it, because moving forward, this is 100% censored content, all right? Now, this Matrix surprise that I need to get into and let you all understand is a ripple effect, right? Because this is something that has happened before in the sense of this ripple effect. What do I mean by that? Well, there is a huge thing that happens in the third dimension, right? This is the third dimension of duality, of cause and effect, of yin and yang, right? Up and down, sun and moon, right? All of these changes are happening, okay? And within the last 2 years, there's been this huge shift, this huge, pendulum swing in one direction, shall we say, right? That's what you have felt, and that's what's caused a lot of people to, turn towards spirituality and turn, within, is because they've been forced, indoors, or forced out of their job, or forced into a very uncomfortable situation. You might be one of those people probably who has been on the path of awakening just within the last few years. You maybe started your quote-unquote spiritual journey, right? Because of all of these things that have been happening within our society worldwide. Now, all of this momentum, all of this energy, all of this, that came from the Matrix, that pendulum swinging, going one direction, right? You feel it is about to fall right back in the other, right? And we are probably right here in the middle. And that's why you've been feeling, extra tired, a little more sensitive, a little more, sense of anxiety, shall we say, in your body, more tension overall, right? Because you can feel this momentum coming. You can feel this shift happening. You can feel this surprise that is about to be announced, right? And that surprise is going to happen when the Matrix finally understands that we truly have the power, right? We, the people, we, the ones that are actually doing the work, that are here showing up every single day, showing up to provide solutions and answers and doing the everyday things that people need, right? To provide housing and food and water and clean air, all of these wonderful things that nobody thinks about and takes for granted, right? Are about to be gone. And it's not going to happen right away. Like I said, this is the ripple effect. It's not going to happen overnight. First, it'll be glamorous, and first, it'll be dramatic and extreme. I'm talking about a huge surprise for the Matrix when this all backlashes on them, when this pendulum swings in the other direction, and finally they get what is coming for them. You see, because that is the rules that govern duality. That is exactly how the game works. You see, they can't get away from that. So we can't win unless we don't give in. You're seeing that's what's happening right now. All of this is happening right now. Shout out to everybody joining right now. Infinite love, infinite peace. Pamela says, it's so intense, the emotion, bliss to confusing self-doubt, looking forward to balance. Oh my God, right? I know. This is it. This is that roller coaster that I was talking about. This is that just obstacle going over and over in your mind, circling over and over. Every single time. You know, I feel you on that. Evelina, yesterday I was losing my mind thinking about everything that was going on, but fortunately today I suddenly feel super chill. That's cool. Good. I'm stoked that you feel really chill. That's a great place to be, you know. Feeling chill is an awesome place to be. You are connected, you are one with it, and thank you for being here, Evelina. Jamie, thank you for being live again. Oh, thank you all for being here with me. I mean, this energy is real. You know, I want to be here to support you, and I want to be here for the people who are truly here for spirituality and for higher consciousness. That's what this is all about, right? Because at the end of the day, your spiritual path is above all else. Okay, so shout out to everybody right now expanding their cup, anchoring to that oneness, going deeper into that spiritual path, deeper on the path of ascension, deeper into everything right now as far as holding down the line, right? That's what this is about, because it's working, right? Know that everything that you're doing right now is working. All of it is working. That's right, Michelle. Shout out to Michelle. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the donation. Always appreciate you. Always. Thank you all for keeping this channel alive and supporting this. Seriously would not happen without you. We are the Infinite Cup. That's right. Type it in if it resonates with you. Michelle said it, right? If that resonates with any of you, type it in. We are the Infinite Cup. You see, and they recognize that, and now this momentum, now this power has been shifting to the point where that pendulum is swinging so far in the direction it's going to explode, right? And we're going to see that in, you know, basically a destruction from the inside out, right? A crumbling from within, shall we say. And that is the exact ripple effect. That is exactly what is happening right now. All right, so know that all of this is happening, right? If you feel yourself, you know, resonating with the word light worker or star seed, you know, chosen one, part of the 144,000, part of people who are, you know, really feeling called to the light, you know, a light warrior, shall we say. That is what I'm talking about here. You see this energy, this momentum, right, from the light penetrating the darkness. You see, we're lighting it up. Shout out to everybody right now who has been doing that work, right? I appreciate each and every one of you, and that work is not going unknown. Every single one of you, right? I really want to let all of you know that this big surprise, okay, that this is going to create some turmoil, right, for everybody experiencing anything in the 3D timeline, right? So right now you have to ask yourself if you have any attachments, or if you have any, you know, family members, friends, anything that is, you know, keeping you attached to that 3D timeline, or keeping you attached to a job or some sort of security that you have within that. Know that this is going to be at risk, right, as this crumbling happens. Now, there's nothing to fear here. This is not about fear. What's happening is this crumbling effect needs to happen, right? Because if it doesn't happen, then it can't be rebuilt. So that's the key here. So just like anything, right? When there is an ending, there is a new beginning. You see, and so that says this is an inevitable action. This needs to happen karmically, so the transition is going to happen. That's why you need to prepare yourself, right? If you haven't been already, emotionally, right? Because the strong people are going to survive this, right? They're going to go through this and actually thrive. You see, so prepare yourself first emotionally, right? For these changes. Financially, like I said, if you had a job or some sort of dependency or security, right? Detach from that, right? Start doing something. Start cultivating the skills, You don't have to be extreme about it and move off grid and do those things like like myself, okay? I just want to let all of you know that you just need to move towards self-reliance, right? It's just that simple. The more we do that, right? The more that the light grows and expands, right? And that dependency from the matrix detaches, right? And then that momentum gains to the point where this surprise, this huge bang, this huge explosion that's about to happen, right? Gets even bigger, right? Because they finally understand that they hold no power. And in fact, they never did, because we were the ones who were giving it to them in the first place. You see, that's how all this works. Because remember, everything is energy. If you haven't figured this out yet, right? This isn't just some hippie thing, some new age word, right? No, everything is energy. So with that being said, the energy has shifted to the power struggle that has created this imbalance that we are all experiencing. Like I said, the pendulum is in this other direction and is now swinging, right, in our favor, shall we say. So what do we do about it? It's time to rise up. It's time to claim your infinite potential. Right? Type that in if it resonates with you. I claim my infinite potential. You see, that's what this is about, right? Because the more people that are anchoring to the light, the more people that are, meditating and doing their own inner work, that are on the path of, cleansing and doing the work, detoxing, getting the light body activated, getting the Kundalini online. You see, this is the solution. It always has been. Yeah, always has been. All right? Now, all of you know why this is happening, right? Every single one of you know why this is happening, right? Because you've been doing the work. You've been putting it in. So first of all, congratulate yourself and know that it is not going unnoticed, because you've seen friends and family members, slip into the darkness and go on to make those decisions. However, you have to let this happen and always choose the light. Remember that, right? Because we all know, very simple, right? The light will always prevail. Always. You don't have to doubt this, right? Do you agree with me? You know what I'm saying? Like, the light will always prevail. Type that in real quick, because that's what this is about, right? It's always a battle of energy, and it's always a battle of light versus the dark, right? The yin and yang. It's always about balance. It's always about, as Buddha would say, the middle way, right? Always. That's what this has always been about. Shout out to all of you joining me right now. Shout out to everybody listening and watching. You are here, and you are a part of this for a reason. Orla, thank you so much for being here again. Is it normal for me to feel like I want to avoid other people who are in the matrix? I feel drained when I even speak to them or are within their presence. Yes, 100%. Now, this is exactly what I'm talking about as far as the energy, right? Because when you awaken spiritually, you see you get more sensitive to the energy. Now, in the beginning, yes, this is the awareness that I'm extremely happy that you have cultivated. Now, I want you to be very careful here, because it's not about separation, right? It's not about us versus them. When I even use the word matrix, I'm just using that to describe something, right? I'm not using that to create a division or separation class, right? Because at the end of the day, we're all still one, right? So what I want you to remember is, yes, you are feeling that boundary, right? Because you're living in a separate dimension, a separate frequency, literally somewhere else. Now, do you judge them for them, right? Do you judge those people that are in the matrix or that are different from you in any way, shape, or form for being who they are? No, right? You love them. That's it. So First off, yes, it's very normal to have these sensations. Congratulations for being that sensitive. It's a very beautiful gift. Now keep going on the path and understand it all just comes back to love. That's it. That is it. Mike, exactly. The light will always prevail every single time. You know how this happened. Zach, infinite blessings, brother. Thank you again for being here. This too shall pass. I love that mantra. One of my favorites. One of my favorites. All right, now this is happening for a reason, right? And all the work that you've been doing, right, within the past few years, especially, right, when it got intense, when you really had to show up to your game, you know, now is the time where it really pays off right here. You see, now is the time where it truly pays off. All right, so everybody that's been doing the work, know that this has been happening for a reason. All of this is happening for a reason. And I say that again and again because I want you to remember that the resistance is what's creating the obstacle, right? So all the work that you do, with the inner work, right, that was creating this is actually going to create an outward reality. Remember that, because in the very beginning, right, when you have the awareness and you understand that the evilness is happening from the Matrix, you know, and the cabal or whatever you want to call it, all of this is happening because it needs to happen. All right, so that means there is no resistance in the 5D. It's only love. It's only oneness. So remember that, because the next time you feel triggered, right, the next time you feel emotional, shall we say, remember that this is just the mammal in you, right? It's not the infinite part of you. It's not the soul part of you, right? So remember that, because this is an opportunity for you to dive within, just like anything else. All this is an opportunity to dive deep within. Right? So shout out to everybody right now doing that, taking this opportunity, going deeper within, cultivating more of that love, more of that peace, right? Because that's what's being the change. That's what we're shifting into, this energy that's going to throw the Matrix for a huge curveball and a huge surprise that they have no idea, right, that they thought was coming. I'm being real, because what we are about to experience right now is an entire shift, okay, in the structure, okay, in the 3D game, right? You want to play on the 3D game? We can do that too, right? Remember, you are multi-dimensional, right? Just because you are 5D, just because you are on the path of ascension or you're spiritual, doesn't mean that you play somewhere else or in some other reality. No, we have to play here on Earth too, right? We have to do the dance right here too. Whatever it is in your, job title, whatever provider you are of education, right, or health, whatever your gift is, whatever your energy is, whatever your nurturing energy is in this world, whatever you're giving, focus on that. You see, because that will always be your gift, and that duty in that 3D timeline is essential, right? You playing this role, right, through the ego is essential. We cannot avoid it. We can't, right? And in fact, we can master it to the point where all of this energy is building up to the point where we master the game, right? Where we're so efficient at it that whatever curveball the Matrix is throwing at us, we're just so observant that we see it coming full head on and we know exactly how to act. Boom, right? It's like Pac-Man or any other game, right? You know how to get to the next level, and each one gets harder and harder, and here we are getting stronger and stronger. So congratulations right now to everybody right here listening and watching, because you already made it to the next level. You see what I mean? Because you have taken the time to be here. You've been on the path. You've been doing the work, and it's not going unnoticed. Always here for you. Always have the energy. And I want to let all of you know that this is happening for a reason. Shout out to everybody joining me live right now. Raven Manning sharing this comment. Thank you so much again for being here. I found a great prayer that puts me in a light meditative state. When I speak it out loud, it feels great to add energy to the universe in that way. thank you so much for adding this prayer and adding your beautiful, unique energy into the universe. That's what this is all about. Thank you so much. People are asking you to share that prayer with us. If you feel called to do that, please do. If not, that is all right as well. M9, technology from the past will be humanity by 2030. Free energy devices, portable medical beds, using light frequencies to regenerate and cure. We have that technology for release. You see, that's what I'm talking about. You are 100% correct. You see, this shift, this huge surprise, like we are literally claiming back every single aspect of the 3D game and upgrading it ourselves. That's what New Earth is about. That's what 5D is about. And you are experiencing that shift right now. The ripple effect, infinite love. Thank you for being here, everybody. The concept of death is fear-mongering, and when you know better, you do better and share the wisdom with love. Always, right? That is the yin and yang. That is the duality. That is death. That is life, right? Because you cannot have life without death. That is it. Now, this big surprise that the Matrix is holding up, this energy that I'm talking about is huge. And M9, you know what I'm talking about, brother. I completely agree. Everything is energy, light, love, frequency, everything, literally, right? So really, truly, there is no death, right? Because when you conquer this, you understand that you are that light, love, frequency. You are it, literally, right? Thank you all for being here. Raven Manning, yes, I will share it. It's not my prayer, so I'll find the link. Thank you for sharing that prayer. Thank you for contributing again to this light and love frequency. Everybody is here for you. Wherever your prayers are, whatever your gifts are, whatever your creative outlet is, right? Whatever that thing is in your light that you are sharing, that you are contributing, right? It's working, right? That's what I'm talking about by this momentum. That's what I'm talking about by this energy, you see? Building and building, right? So remember that. Because you have to remember that the work that you've been putting in is happening, and that's the exact thing that I'm talking about that is causing that pendulum to swing in the direction that is creating the shift that everybody talks about, right? Now, this is not going to happen overnight. Remember this. It's been building and building for ages, right? Just like the oppression and just like how this pendulum swung in the other direction didn't happen overnight, the solution and balance is going to cause the opposing direction to happen at the same exact time, right? Because we're talking about the 3D timeline, which is linear. From a fifth dimensional perspective, this has already happened. In a 3D perspective, we have to watch it play out. And that's what we're all doing right here, right now. Both in the United States, happening in places like New York City, California, as these mandates go into effect. Shout out to people there experiencing it firsthand, choosing, and the courage that is needed right now. Shout out to everybody that is choosing the love and the light. Seriously, you are the true heroes right now. You are the true people that are defeating the Matrix from within by claiming the true power and wisdom within your own higher self and your own power. So seriously, shout out to all of you, because you are the people that are creating this new earth, constructing it from a place of oneness, a place of higher consciousness, a place of love, a place of light, and it's all beautiful, right? So thank you again. This is not just some new age hippie stuff, guys. This is a real tangible experience, right? Let me know if you have felt it, right? Just type that in. I have felt the light, right? Type it in real quick, because I want to know if this is being reciprocated, right? Or if this is just words, right? Are these just empty words that I'm talking about? Or do you actually know what I'm talking about? You see? I have felt the light. You see? Because this is something that is what's called transcendental, right? Which means it transcends all things in the 3D timeline. All things physical, all things material, right? So know that when you feel that light, when you feel that love energy, when you feel it, right, all of it is powerful. You see? That is the power. That is the structure that we need to awaken this Kundalini and open the Anya chakra and bring it up to the crown and really get this energy flowing to manifest exactly what we need right now. Right? So, shout out to everybody right now who has felt it, who has experienced it. You see, because this is key right now. This is what is needed right now for us to go to the next level. You see, because this is the momentum that is pushing the matrix even further and further. And what happens is they're scrambling right now, right? This is a last ditch effort, right? In order to truly claim, more sheep. But in all actuality, there's too many shepherds. There's too many shepherds. You feel that? You know what I'm saying? Type it in. There's too many shepherds. Because we need to pump this algorithm. You know what I mean? Like, we need to push all the zeros and ones. We need to show up every single day. That's why you see me on these live streams, no matter how many times my channel gets a strike or what censored video gets taken down or anything, right? Everything is energy, and I want to prove to each and every one of you beautiful souls right now that this is happening because it needs to happen. Right? That's right, Zach, brother. This goes beyond intellect. You see, it goes beyond your physical sense. Right? It goes beyond anything that you would call physical. It's beautiful. Isis, the goddess, beautiful, beautiful energy. Thank you so much for being here. Sending love. We are the light, moving through experiences. That's it. You know it, Michelle. There's way too many shepherds. We are here. This is happening right now. So shout out to all of you shepherds out there. Shout out to everybody right now. And it's time to lead everybody to this energy, right? It's time to lead everybody to the next level, right? And understand that we have to create an entirely new earth, an entirely new plan. That is what some call new earth or the fifth dimension, whatever label you want to put on this. It's happening right now. And that's this huge surprise that I've been talking about. That's this thing that is going to completely overwhelm the matrix to the point where, honestly, they are scrambling so hard right now that they don't know what to do because they finally understand that we have the power and we're taking it back. Type it in if it resonates with you. I take my power back. You see? Because that's the intention. That's what we're setting right now. That's what's happening worldwide in all facilities. You see, and when this structure finally gives in, when this foundation that was built in the 3D timeline crumbles completely, then it's over, everybody. It's absolutely over. And you know what I'm talking about. You know where I stand on this chemical warfare that's happening. You know where I stand on this exact matrix tactic in order to create this situation that is happening right now. Again, this is a 100% censored video, so I'm trying to be very conscious of my words right now. If you want to get to an uncensored live stream and join us weekly, please go to patreon.com, join the inner circle group. This is something that I'm very passionate about because we have to create an opposing force. If you don't know about my Discord server on Telegram, Signal is like better than Telegram, right? So it's encrypted. It's the only way that I know how to communicate away from all of this censorship. So if you want to join us over there, then please join patreon.com/theinfinitecup. I'm not going anywhere, everybody. In fact, I'm pushing more energy over to Patreon and spending more time at the inner circle group because that's where people need it the most. If you want to join us 24/7, I'm always accepting new members, all right? Now, I have another uncensored live stream, okay, that is going to be posted on Patreon only. This is not going to social media at all, and this is happening weekly on Sundays now, okay? So join us, all right? Would love to see all of you there. There's a beautiful shift happening that I know you're a part of, and all of this is happening for a reason, right? Katie, thank you again for being here, beautiful soul. Hello, Starlights. Hello, it's happening. Our multi-dimensional selves are coming through as we show up together and create this oneness. So I want to let you know that your tribe is out there, right? The satsang is real, and you can join us anytime. The ripple effect. I want to share this comment with everybody. We have been fooled all of our life that there is only 4 elements, where there is actually 5, which is the ether. That is the element to discover through the 5D journey. Beautiful words, brother. I agree completely. You know, people think about earth, air, water, fire, right? But they ignore the ether, the mystical. That's what this is about. Claiming the mystical practices, right? Claiming the energy, claiming the thing behind the scenes. So that is essential here. All right. I love each and every one of you. Don't forget to hit that like button, by the way. Don't forget to hit all the 0s and 1s and all this beautiful thing that we do on YouTube and this algorithm to get this magic flowing through the air. Shout out to everybody who's been sharing the videos. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here and showing up. This is my opportunity to reciprocate that love to you. Every single one of you are claiming your power, taking it back, having the potential to experience this infinite consciousness, and it is seriously nothing better. Jamie, I felt, quote unquote, the light last night after your live stream in my dream when I was standing in a beautiful nature scene in that dream. Oh, that is so wonderful. I'm so happy to experience and share. Thank you for sharing that with everybody, because that's what this is about. Sharing that love, sharing that light energy, sharing all of this, right? So now is that time to claim it, baby. So thank you again for being here, everybody. Steady Eddie, aloha, brother. Thank you. They never took my power. I don't live in fear. Love you, man. Appreciate you, Steady Eddie. Thank you, Eddie, again, brother, for being here, and everybody for being a part of this great awakening and being part of this energy that is happening. You know, this matrix surprise is huge, and a lot of you are saying that you never lost your power in the first place, and I understand that, because you were the ones that were holding it down, right? Somebody had to hold down the fort. Somebody had to truly be there and be the anchor to the light. Zach Webb, you're 100% correct, brother. Entering a new yuga. This is the Puerto Yuga. This is exiting the Kali. This is the rising of the energy. This is what literal definition of ascension means. All right, so everybody here know that this is happening for a reason, and that you need to be here for this ascension journey. Steady Eddie, audio is sounding good. Thanks, brother. I'm upgrading everything. I'm upgrading. If you haven't tell, I got a new microphone, new camera, audio. I'm building, constructing a literal shack right now, but it's going to be my studio. And thank you all for being a part of this, you know, because this is a journey, right? And I'm 100% off grid, powered by the sun right now, live streaming out in the most isolated island in the world. And I'm just happy to just contribute to New Earth and be a part of this great awakening with all of you beautiful souls. Seriously. Pineapple Man, do you find yourself playing the same odd role on repeat during your journey in life? It's like a thing. Let's talk. You know, this is the Groundhog's Day effect that happens when you get caught in the stagnant energy. Personally, that has happened to me many, many times. However, right now, I am claiming and circulating new energy. All right, so I know exactly what you're talking about, and it's a very, very real thing. All right, so understand that you're experiencing that for a reason. Okay. I love each and every one of you. Timo, thank you so much for the donation. As always, your donations keep this channel alive, everybody. So know that this is a very real thing, and know that this is how I operate 100% exclusively from your donations, okay? And the uncensored content that you have access to is the best way to be a part of and contribute to this new earth and get your 2 cents. And if you want to go on even further to the inner circle group, then that is honestly the best way to do this, because I contribute more time to the inner circle members over on Patreon. Thank you again, Basu Vlog. We have Tony, a rainbow, sending rainbows. Thank you so much. Seriously, everybody, this is happening because your higher self has brought you here. The guides, the angels. Think about all these cosmic forces, right, that have united here You see, think about the energy here that has brought you into this dominion, right? That is what we call fifth dimension, or that we call higher consciousness. You see, all of this is happening for a reason. Love to each and every one of you, seriously. Love, it's happening right now. Every single one of you, you know, you felt it, right? You felt it happening right now. That's the big changes that I'm talking about, right? That's this big surprise. It's a huge surprise. The Matrix has no clue what's happening because they only focus on the cause, right? Right? Without focusing on the effect. And here we are in this end state, because it usually takes about 2 to 3 years. If you look back at the Spanish flu, or look back at any other, thing, that is similar to this. I'm not saying it's the same. I'm just saying it is similar, right? We're experiencing similar effects. And what happened, right? People started claiming their power again. People started going, and doing different jobs, and building new cities, and constructing different ways of life. And here we are doing the same exact thing. So shout out to everybody doing that. Creating new Earth, constructing this beautiful, complex organism away from the Matrix, right? That's what this has always been about. Now type that in if it resonates with you. I am living a Matrix-free life. Right? At the end of the day, whatever it is, wherever you're at, right? That is the goal, right? A Matrix-free life. Now, wherever you are, know that this is a part of your homework as we build to it and go deeper into this, because at the end of the day, when you are self-reliant, when you are 100% self-reliant, the Matrix cannot touch you. So just know that, everybody, that this is about choosing that love and choosing the oneness. Choosing this because it is your choice. Tony, again, thank you all for your donations. I seriously appreciate this, because this is what keeps the channel alive, and this is what this is all about. Now, when you feel this love, and I want to give you an opportunity right now, because I am reciprocating this love to you, and when you truly feel this energy, right, this is what allows you to go to the next level, and it gets you away from everything that has been holding you back. All right? Now, everybody has been experiencing this for a reason, all right? And all of you know it. All of you know it, okay? So if you've been thinking about this for a while, and you've been putting these ideas on the back burner, or you've been hesitating it, now is the time to go all in, right? You know what I'm going to say, all in for 5D, right? Type it in, right? Who's in? Is it just me? Who's all in for 5D? Let me know, because at the end of the day, once you're all in for the fifth dimension, once you go all in every aspect of your life, this will be the solution that creates the momentum to finally bring life back into balance. This is what it's all about. All right? So know that you are here to do that. You see, when you claim 5D, when you claim this energy, when you rise to that level, right, then of course there's going to be some darkness, and there's going to be some speed bumps in the road that you're going to have to go over. You see, no one's going to avoid that, right? You see? So remember, because all of us are experiencing this exact energy, okay? And everybody, when you truly anchor to that energy and you truly go to that level, this is a part of that side effect, right? Because the light grows and the light grows, and the darkness is going to try to creep in somewhere, right? And this is what we are experiencing, you see? And it's getting grower, and it's going to just grow, and it's going to grow, and it's going to expand and expand, and the Matrix is going to try to creep in, but it's not going to happen. Okay, so shout out to all of you light workers out there, all of you beautiful souls, everybody expanding right now, everybody on this path of ascension, everybody on this goal for oneness and unity consciousness. Okay, it is a very real thing. Okay, so this is happening because it needs to happen And I want all of you to remember that. Okay, so as we're feeling this pendulum swing and we're feeling this momentum go and push the matrix, right? Push back, okay? Know that it's just going to happen all over again, right? So this is nothing new. In fact, as long as the 3D timeline is there, as long as that physical reality is being constructed and people are giving into it, right? This will continue to play out. So remember that. And I say this because I don't want you to get caught in it. You see, yes, you can play the game. Yes, we can be a part of it. However, if you attach to it, you see, that's what creates the suffering, right? So here's what we have to do. We have to be in the world, right? But not of it. That's the key here. That's what it is, right? And if I were to bring that into a term, it's called non-attachment. Above all things right now, we need to practice non-attachment. You see, because when you play the game with non-attachment, you're rising above all levels that create the vulnerability that people turn into sheep. That's how this happens, right? Because when you are vulnerable, then you become a sheep, right? But if you are never vulnerable, then you can actually rise up and become the shepherd. And more people right now are becoming the shepherd. There's too many shepherds that I don't even see any sheep in a long time, honestly, because they've isolated themselves in small little communities now, and the shepherds are growing, and the high vibes are expanding. So at the end of the day, this is inevitable, right? No matter where you live or what country or what part of the world that you're tapping into this digital transmission to, this is happening for a reason. Okay, so all of you beautiful souls know that you've contributed this to this new earth. You've been contributing to this for a reason. All right, and I want to let you know that this is happening. And the big surprise that the Matrix is in for is something that is inevitable, right? So those people that you never thought were going to be awakening, and those people that you thought were, on the quote-unquote dark side, right? They have an opportunity, right? They always have an opportunity to come back to the light. And that's what we're experiencing right now. So shout out to everybody right now who knows what I'm talking about. And again, this is 100% censored content, right? I want to let all of you know again that the uncensored content is on Patreon. Join the Inner Circle group, get access, go over there and join our next Zoom meeting. It is 11 coming up on November the 9th, I believe, and Sunday. Every Sunday we're doing weekly Zoom meetings. Please join us. And this is a big thing because this is the only way that I've found to get around the censorship. And I'm going to post those live streams on Patreon, and they will not go to social media. All right. So moving forward, that is what I'm doing. This is the only way that I've really, found, the best way to get around all of this. Hello to all of you beautiful souls that are joining. Again, this is the big surprise that the Matrix is in for, and they don't know what is coming right around the corner, right? Because how this works is, let me explain to this if this is still a new concept for all of you. If this is still something that is foreign to you, right? That the Matrix happens in the trickle-down effect, right? Meaning whatever mandate or whatever decision, shall we say, is made, right? Then it has to trickle down through all the legislature and through the systems, right, of our complex orchestructure that we call a society, right? Before we at the consumer level finally feel this, right? Now, what you have to do is understand that now, right here in November, December, as we're entering 2022 here, right around up at the end of the year, you see as things shift politically, right? This is a part of that trickle effect that I'm talking about, where we at the consumer level are going to feel this the most, okay? And that's when the change truly happens, right? So here we are claiming our power right now. Here we are understanding that this energy is coming down to our level, and we have to deal with it, right? And yes, it's not going to be the same job. Yes, it's not going to be the same, reality, honestly, that you are used to. That's why I always talk about preparing yourself emotionally and getting a physical temple built, right? That is based off the light, that is based off the love, that is based off this higher consciousness. You see, and something that is not based off the 3D, not based off the physical. You see, because the more you attach that 3D timeline, the more suffering is going to happen. It's just that simple. All right. So everybody listening and watching right now, that's a part of everybody's homework. Okay. We need to go deeper into what we would call the spiritual dimension, or deeper into that oneness, deeper into the highest vibration that you can achieve. Whatever practice, whatever ability that is in your vessel, please anchor to that. That's the solution here. That's what this has always been about. Now, this big surprise that the Matrix has no idea what's coming for him is going to shake and rattle the cage a little bit, right? Meaning people are going to be more afraid, okay, than what we're experiencing right now. There's going to be more fear in the consciousness and the more atmospheric pressure. Okay, so that's why you have to do what you have to do right now to set your environment up, everybody. Set your environment up for this to happen. Okay, and this is, again, nothing to create fear. This is about to create self-reliance and create a sense of oneness, right? Because when you're sitting off-grid or sitting somewhere where you have access to food away from a grocery store, or you have, access to energy, away from, gasoline, or away from any fossil fuel, right? Where you're harnessing solar power, for example, right? When you're doing these very simple things, you see, you're freeing yourself from the matrix. You see, you're freeing yourself from that grid, that matrix machine. This is always going to be the solution, everybody. Now, you don't have to be like me. Like I said, you don't have to be the crazy guy like me and go build your own home and just be isolated and just be in tune with nature. No. You can do this in a small community. You can do this in a community that is already built, you see? And that's how this huge shift happens, you see, because we slowly take the power back, and from the inside out, this matrix grid just crumbles down, right? So shout out to everybody right now who's a part of that shift, who's a part of, truly claiming the power and truly getting into what it means to be in tune with all of this. And you know what I'm talking about. It's it. Gerald Washington, that's it. Gerald, man, that's my middle name, brother. Thank you, Gerald, for being here. The Great Awakening is real. And the Great Awakening hashtag is censored, right? 100% censored for a reason, all right? Sovereign Light Warrior, infinite blessings. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for pushing all the like buttons, zeros and ones. Hit those algorithms. Let's hit it hard. That's why we're doing this, people. We got to really get that energy flowing in the right direction. Sovereign Light Warrior, I'm going to share this comment with everybody. Freedom, light, truth is not inherited. It must be learned and preserved by each generation. The pursuit of truth, freedom, and happiness is every man's birthright and individual responsibility. Beautiful words. Thank you for contributing to this. Thank you for contributing to this new earth. It is a very real thing that we are all experiencing right now. I feel that. Michelle Smith, thank you again for commenting. Hello, beautiful soul. There's some dark times coming for us in the next few months. Huge die-off from the V. This is going to be a part of my coming up uncensored content coming up on Sunday, everybody. I would love to talk about this. I know a lot of people are agreeing with you, and I know this is a very hot topic right now. I would love to talk about that more right here. However, this channel would get removed right away. So know that I'm going to talk about that this Sunday in a private Zoom meeting. Please go to, again, patreon.com/theinfinitecup for the uncensored content, everybody, because you want to talk about what's happening. You want to really understand the truth. You want to really go deeper into this. Then please join us on Patreon. Join us at the Inner Circle members, because we would love to have you there. And you can ask questions 24/7. All right. This is a big shift that's happening, and you have to get to an encrypted server, right? And that's why I'm on Signal. All right. I'm not on Telegram. I'm on Signal for a reason, right? So if you want to join, please get more details on Patreon. And for all of you that are already in the Inner Circle members, thank you so much. Raven, meaning peace, love, and light, everybody. Yeah, I feel that. I feel it. You know, I feel the love and I feel the light. And understand that this is happening for a reason. Yep, everybody joining, know that you happen to be here for a reason because your guides brought you here. The energy brought you here. The matrix is not going to last much longer, everybody. They're in a big surprise, right? You've seen this crumbling happen from within. You've seen this shift happen in power for a reason, okay? So understand that everybody that has been thinking about this for a while or been hesitating, you know, to speak up or to be courageous enough, right? This is your chance to really be validated, all right? So know that you are a part of this, all right? Enrique, 111, things are getting more magical by the day. Thoughts manifesting like crazy. Welcome to 5D, Enrique. Welcome. This is a direct symptom of 5D consciousness where your thoughts turn into reality. Right? Where things get so fast you don't even know what time is anymore. Michelle, thank you. I can't wait for the Sunday stream. Me too. I'm excited to connect with all of you. This is a brand new format, so let me know how it goes. I appreciate a lot of your feedback, and everybody already on the Inner Circle group know that this is a big part of it because we have to get around the censorship and really claim our true power here, okay? So this is a huge thing that everybody knows that I've been preparing for a long time. And you know, with the second strike on my channel, this could all go away anytime right here. You know, I could lose this channel right here, and I could lose my podcast, and I could lose everything. So I have to create a way around this, and that's why I post content on Patreon, and that's why I'm going to do private Zoom meetings that are not going to social media. All right, everybody? So no, the Matrix is in for a big surprise. Who's ready for this huge surprise that is coming, right? I know you've all been waiting for it. You've been feeling this momentum, you know, pushing in this direction for a while now. And I know I'm excited, and it's just something that is inevitable, right? So for those of you that have been doubting it and kind of been thinking in the back of your mind, is this going to happen for real? Yes, it's happening for real. Yes, it's happening right now. All right. Now, do you feel that? Type it in, okay? It's happening right now. So know that this is because of the shift that you created within yourself, right? When you chose the light, when you chose to awaken, when you chose to step up to your spiritual path, right? This is happening because everybody has been creating this within their own unique way that has created this shift in consciousness. All right, so I can't take all the credit myself, all right? All I can do is keep putting this in right now. You see what I mean? Just keep putting in that work, keep putting in that momentum, keep going deeper into the light, deeper into that consciousness, because this is a very, very real thing. Caroline, thank you again for being here. Thank you for commenting, everybody. I was told today that I have to get the blank or be tested weekly by January 4th. Now, everybody's in this boat, okay? I understand. This is where you have to hold the line. You see, you have to truly hold the line. You know what I'm talking about. Hold true to your heart. Shout out to everybody like Caroline that is experiencing this shift, you see, because it's not going to be the same. Everybody that has had the old job or the old way of life, it's not going to be the same moving forward. Now, when you hold the line, remember, you have the power. You know, you don't have to give in to this, right? That's what we have to do. And I know it's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy, and I'm not saying, you know, this is for everybody. Again, you have to have that courage, you know, team up with your coworkers and people, friends, family, you know, the light is here and it's around you, you know, and know that it's happening right now. Okay, everybody, and I want to let you know that I can be of service in whatever shape or form that I can. Okay, so that's what this is, lending out some love and light, because when we do this, you see, that's what's creating this momentum in order to be the opposing force that we all need to do in our unique way, especially people in the public sector, workforces, healthcare industry, you know, where our everyday lives are needed the most, right? Hold the line. All right, so thank you, Caroline, for holding. I appreciate you for being strong. We all appreciate you for being a part of this, and know your tribe is here. Know all of this is happening, okay? And we're all experiencing it, okay? So we just can't give into it, right? Choose love. That's it. Type it in, everybody. It's just that simple. Choose love. Because at the end of the day, it's a fear-based decision, right? Fear from losing the job, or fear from this, or fear from that, right? You don't want to make decisions from fear. Choose love, right? It's just that simple. We love you, all right? Infinite love, infinite blessings going out to everybody right now. That's what this is about. You have the support that you need from everybody here in the chat. You have the support from all of us, and that love is growing, and it is so strong, all right? So know that it's a very tangible, real thing. Okay, and I appreciate each and every one of you. This Matrix surprise is something that I've been waiting for a while now. So all of this momentum, okay, all of that work that you've been putting in is not going unnoticed. All right, so remember that when you've been feeling triggered, or you get extra emotional, you feel stressed out or pressured, okay, just remember that initial step, right? That initial intention that you set, that brought this momentum up in the first place, that really pushed you into this in the first place, right? Because all of this needs to happen, that is going to propel everybody to the next level, right? And if they're not ready for the next level, then that's on them. You don't have to worry about that. All you have to do is focus on yourself and keep anchoring to the light, and anchoring to the next level, and upgrading and upgrading and upgrading. That's it. This does not stop. As long as you have a human form, as long as you're in this vessel right now that we call a human body, it does not stop, right? So yes, people out there are going to be scared. There's going to be more fear. There's going to be more changes as you lose financial security. But remember, that is all temporary. You have to trust the higher self, trust these bigger decisions, trust this organism, right, that is based off of the 5th dimensional frequency, not based off the 3rd dimensional frequency. Right? So remember that. So choose the love, choose the light. The higher consciousness is always here. It's always with you. Aurora, infinite love, infinite blessings. Aurora Purple, I choose love. We all choose that love. Remember, every person that chooses that love, it ignites like a fire. Right? Yogana, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the donations always. 5D Mystery School, everybody. The next event is coming up on the full moon. Check it out. Brand new YouTube channel right here. Click it in the description. We would love to have you at the next event. Thank you again for being here. This is a huge shift that's happening right now. All right, this is a huge shift as the Matrix is in for a big surprise. And I want to thank you all that have joined me here live, and for everybody rewatching, know that this is happening because of this huge momentum that you created. Remember, I can't take any credit here, right? You created this, right? We've all been doing this together, pushing this momentum further and further and deeper into the light and into that love frequency. All right? So all of you that have been doing this since the beginning, thank you. All right? So know that your love is very much needed right now more than ever. Okay? And until next time, everybody, infinite love, infinite peace. I'm out.